share again.
Yung disclaimer mo, te.
What?
Um,
Our,
oh.
ano yun? Our views and opinions. Alam mo, kailangan natin mag-memorize mo. Anyways, this is our own views.
Our
Personal
views
and opinions.
We're not expert. We're just living our own lives.
We just want to make you happy.
Yeah.
So make us happy too.
By subscribing.
Oh!
So nag-prepare siya tayo ng food para.
Wow! Hindi to, this is not prepared by me. Binayaran na ba? Wala.
Ay, hindi ba ito libre? Later.
Kinain na nga yung biko ko. Papalibre pa ng food.
So, yung previous topic natin, nag-usap tayo about
Happiness.
We'll discuss about things about happiness, what makes us happy, reasons to be happy, and now, diba, anong topic natin ngayon? Related pa rin siya sa topic natin today. And we have our guest. Again.
Still have Kat with us.
Yeah.
Hi. So about happiness, but this is more
specific. And
kind of happiness.
which is money.
Money.
So the first question,
Is
if money
can
or cannot
buy
real
happiness.
happiness.
Yeah.
So what's your point of view?
You first. You first.
Me, as I've mentioned, as I keep on mentioning, it depends on the happiness or degree of happiness you're looking for. So, ang sarap ng barbecue.
Sarap mag-libre na.
Sarap na libre. Anyway, it depends on the degree of happiness you're looking for. Kasi kung ikaw naman yung taong adventurous, madaming gustong possessions sa buhay, money can really make you happy. Pero there are people kasi na they feel like they have enough already, wherein they don't need some external sources to make them happy. They can just be happy on their own, ganon. Pero in this world we're living in, hindi nga yun pwede, di ba? Kasi ang daming requirements. There are so many requirements to live as of this generation, right?
That requires money.
That requires a lot of money. So that's my point of view with that question. Does money can or cannot? So money can, in a way, money can buy happiness. It depends on the degree of happiness you're looking for. It cannot buy happiness it cannot buy happiness if you're looking for a kind of happiness like peace, serenity, contentment, something like that. But since we've discussed that before,
Can't you buy? No, I mean, can't you use money to be able to achieve that state of peace, serenity, contentment?
It looks, if you're just looking at it that way, it looks like it can. It feels like you can be more peaceful if you have more money. It looks like
what I meant is, say,
you buy things to achieve your
you
peace.
use your money to build your farm, and then eventually you'll find peace there.
Well,
Financial
it's still, you are still aiming for money. It's just that you want your own ways, or you want your own means of getting that kind of money. Let's say, you want to be happy by doing farming.
So isn't that what you're feeling when you are able to attain those, what you've been wanting?
Yeah, exactly.
Will really make you happy? Or, alam mo yung things where you will use your money. But at the end
On the
and
end of
result
it.
of those, everything that you bought, experienced, whatever, that's where what you are. That's where the can cannot
Cannot
buy happiness part is. But on the process of going to that
You need
You
more.
still need to have that money
You
to
still
acquire it. Again, we're not experts here, but based on my point of view, you are acquiring that kind of thing. Once you've acquired it, of course you lose money, but you have that kind of stuff that you've been aiming for with the use of money. If you are contented to just be happy with that thing that you've acquired out of your own money, then if that's as simple, if that's how you define happiness, as simple as that, once you've acquired it, then I don't think there's still any reason for you to be not happy or not a thing that money can't buy.
That's so hard. So complicated. No, that topic is so complicated.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that yung naisip ko kasi, wait, can I?
You need more. You need more feedback.
What about you? I think we need to hear Kat's opinion.
As I said earlier, for me, money can buy happiness. It's about just material things. If it's can buy happiness, like what Ate Ann said. Cannot is the things that maybe you cannot see or feel at the moment, like contentment or like peacefulness when you have achieved those things that will make you happy. But for me, the can part is when you buy things that you want or when you do things with money, like you travel, you spend it with leisure, like you
Alright.
spend things for yourself. That's when the money can buy happiness comes in. That's my opinion.
Pause. Sa akin. Hindi ko makatulog.
Kasakit yung tiyan.
Nagkasakit dyan.
So, hindi niya na mapigilan. Kaya, yun.
Yeah, what?
Sabi niya, tuloy pa daw natin to. Eh sabi ko, dapat meron siya, ayaw niya eh.
Okay, nasa ba siya? Hindi ba niya tayo narinig?
Bigyan natin sabihin kung nasan siya, ayaw niya lang sabihin.
Ba yun?
Anyway,
Go.
pag-uusapan natin tungkol sa pera. We'll talk about money. Pera kung saan. Masasabi ko nga na kaya ako nandito eh, kahit na minsan ayaw ko na.
What do you, wait, first, let me ask you, what do you need money for? Why do you need money?
Alright, first is for survival,
Okay.
isn't it?
Yeah, everyone needs it.
Kasi the money that I'm having right now, or that I am getting, only meet both ends.
Like to
Yeah, from-
provide for yourself and to provide for your
For my
family.
loved ones. So,
Okay.
for my bills, right?
I think there is one thing. Ayaw ka lang makita.
Ayaw niya lang mapakita.
I think there's just this one thing I think money cannot buy happiness, which is time.
Exactly. Time.
Time in the sense that if you want to go back and undo something from the past, even if you have millions or billions of money,
Yeah.
it will never be enough. As well as if you want to go to the future and you want to see what's going to happen with your life.
Yeah, that
So
is
I
why
think those are the kinds of things that you
you can't buy it.
I think
Cannot.
can't buy happiness. I meant money can't buy happiness are the ones that are really impossible to
Exactly.
reach, attain. Because I think everything that we see, feel, experience at this time, I think
It's about money.
money
Money can.
can.
Okay. Well, you can still buy time in a sense that, let's say, tulad ko, taga-probinsya ako, if I take a ride through land, that's 10 hours, but it's cheaper. The fare is cheaper, which is just 500 pesos. But if I take a ride through airplane, it would cost me 1,500, which is the cheapest.
Yeah, that's what I meant, that the cannot
Yeah.
is something that is impossible. Cannot means impossible.
Cannot, not tangible, those things that money cannot buy. You can't buy love, you cannot buy.
Do you want to buy love?
I don't. I want an organic love.
Wow. Have you found your organic?
Yeah. Na uhukayin ko pa.
Buried under.
Yeah, buried underneath. Also, what does money can do to our lives? Aside
Improve.
from improving, I mean, how, I think money can also test characters. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
In what way?
Because there's some issues like you're with your friends or you're with someone because of money, or when someone is borrowing money, that's another issue.
Exactly.
That's where friends have
Mhm.
misunderstanding sometimes because
Have
of
you ever
money.
had some friends who borrowed money from you
Not really.
and came to
Not
you
really.
just wanted to mention it? Yeah. Sometimes it's a cause of misunderstanding, broken relationships, some kind.
Because money results to greed.
Yeah.
So, no matter what your relationship is, even if you are
Greedy.
family, when it
Or
comes to
friends.
money, I think everyone or most wants easy money.
Exactly. Those are the people who have not realized their true and real potential. Meaning they just wanna like lay in bed all day, all night,
And
doing
then-
nothing and get money. When in fact they don't realize to themselves that they have like skills or talents maybe that they can they can use for them to come up with money, and maybe I don't know, we don't know. I think those are the kind of people.
You're trying to explain that money requires hard work from someone. Like you use you use your
Automatics. Pag nakaamoy siya suka.
Ikaw.
Ganyan.
Pagdami ka niya. Particularly Gilbrand.
Padaan ako dyan, spray siya na spray. Kasi dinagduran ako eh. Yeah.
meaning you spend money for important things, so you should work. No, I mean for your bills, for your rent,
Oh, I see.
for your stuff. So
Yung
you should also work hard for
For
it. Like you earn it in a hard way, so you should spend it in a good way. Like you think before you spend it.
think before you click on Lazada, huh? I saw you.
Again, when did you mention Lazada?
No mentioning.
Oh, no mentioning, but if you want to advertise with us, we can do like this.
Because money can really buy happiness. That happiness. If that happiness you're pertaining to is just material things. That's what I'm trying to explain. Like You feel happy because of this food, which money bought.
Mm-hmm.
You feel happy with your
No, I bought it with
phone,
money. Okay, okay.
with money bought as well. You're happy with your clothes,
Mm-hmm.
all those material things, all
Yeah,
those experiences that makes you happy because you use your money for it.
right. It's just so sad that money is sometimes, or most, if not most, is used to measure
Status.
status quo, right? So the more money you have, the more respect you get, the more power you get, and the more people joins
Believes in me.
you, believes in you, right? But if you are just this kind of person who is not a believer in the power of money, they don't want to believe you because you don't have money, right? Which is so sad in our society nowadays. And
Because no one believes you.
Because you don't have money.
I think it's just my excuse of not, earning enough. That I don't care about money, but I really care. I really care about money.
I think we all do care
Yeah,
about money.
because the sacrifice we're doing each day, like me, being separated from my family for how many years just to struggle for money here.
Struggle. Are you really struggling for money?
So I really think that money is worth it for you to give up those time
Time with your family.
lost.
Of course not. It
But why did you choose money?
not exactly money that I chose when I decided. Maybe I chose. Of course, money is the end goal of it, but I won't be this kind of a person right now if I've never been, say, apart from my family. I never realized these things, the things that I'm saying right now. I can be independent. I mean, I can think on my own without any what do you call consultation with my from my parents, something like that. Those are the things that somehow worth it to be separated apart from my family. It's part. I've grown too much. I think there's just what I'm trying to do now is that I am putting limit, or I'm putting a deadline until when I will be apart from them. So maybe it's when I have the right, or let's say when I have the what do you call this, the target amount of earnings that I am aiming.
So again, you'll get back to money. Meaning,
Yeah, just for me, just enough. Yeah, exactly. You will get back again to money. It's just that because you don't have to stop. I think in life, freely, money plays a big role, right? And it plays a big role in our lives. It's just a matter of how you acquire it,
How you use it.
how you use it, and how it makes you a better person, or gives you a better life. Okay.
So maybe let's talk about
Maybe you want-
now sige, how you use your money in terms of your lifestyle. Let's talk about you first. Like you have this in Isabela,
Mhm.
because you told me that in Isabela you don't care much about money, right?
Mhm.
Maybe not that applies to everyone, because in province there's this
Yeah.
low cost of living that should just
Exactly.
leave.
You won't go into. You're not gonna
Yeah.
worry much about money.
Sige, tell us about it. Like, how is money not that so important
To me,
in the lifestyle that you have in the province?
Okay, first, I guess the character of the people. It's not like here where you individually really, like you live here very, you live individually here. Like you don't care, you don't even care about your neighbor. You guys are living in one like a townhouse like that, but few of, but very few is your like friends in that community, something like that. But in the province, no. Most of our neighbors around our home are somehow our relatives. And when you have such kind of community, you share, they share, something like that, like give and take. So
You mean it is not a problem whether you need to buy food?
something like give and take.
Aside from
foods.
there's relatives or family that's giving you food, you also have backyard like
Farms, yeah,
backyard farms where you can get vegetables, fresh vegetables, which you can use to make your food at home.
exactly. And our means of entertainment there is not like here where you go to malls, watch movies,
eat out,
eat out.
yeah, which costs a lot of
Which
money.
exactly our kind of entertainment there is just like
Yeah.
going outside, maybe going somewhere, just talk, laugh, and that says it. We don't have like people there maybe nowadays, but before we're not that attached into our cell phones, or internet, or Facebook, social media, something like that. No. If you have guitar, a keyboard, sometimes people still do that. They have their own music instruments, they jam with it, something like that, without spending even a single cent, right?
You mean you go on the day, like the whole day, without spending anything?
You can, but if you are this kind of person who maintains a high altitude of lifestyle, I think you can survive in the province. If you are a kind of person where used to be in an air-conditioned room, something like that, you can't live with the fresh air, or you're too afraid with bugs. That's why you can't expose yourself in the forest, something like that. No, you can't.
Compared to living in the city life,
Yeah.
the moment you wake up, you think of what will you buy for, what will you eat for breakfast, what will you buy for lunch.
Which
If
is
you're
what
going
you're
to work,
used to,
what
right?
will be your baon? If you have food at your home, you can just bring food at work. But if not, you need to buy. You need to.
I think that's
You
your
know.
life. Which what you're used
Which
to.
means you're used to it. Like me, I grew up
In the city.
in the city.
Yeah.
Like every time I think of how much will I spend for the day?
Yeah.
Like, but sometimes you have just this amount, but you tend to
To go further or beyond your budget, something like that.
which becomes a problem.
So you don't know how to do, straight question. And
Okay,
answer this. Yeah. Do you know how to save, and do you have savings?
I have savings. The thing is, it's hard to save. Shit.
You have savings, but it's kind of hard to save.
Yeah.
So you're saying you have savings, it's just that you're not adding up to it. You've no
Too
longer.
little amount.
And
Sometimes I think I add this amount, like, oh shit.
Here's the worst. You're not adding, you are subtracting even further.
I'm getting more.
Hindi ka na dito din, nasa katakan yung ano, ha?
Why are you doing that?
Hindi, yung ano kasi, yung savings daw ni Kat.
Because I use my
Pasubtract na
savings
pasubtract.
to be happy.
See?
to buy
based on what you've heard from me, I mean the experiences and the kind of happiness I get from the province without spending any cent or any money, or not really not spending, but it's more of like way beyond, like different from what you've lived in. So can you say you can live with that kind of environment for a long period?
In the province?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's better that you just live on what you have. Like learning to live on what is there. That you don't need to think about, I need to buy this, I need to buy that just to live. So, meaning, living a simple life is much better
Then
than everyday thinking and spending your money.
so you're saying that that is why you keep on spending. It's because around you is cinema small, so that's
Yeah.
why.
Maybe that's the lifestyle because that's the life here. But if I will be living in a different life or in a simpler life and having a simpler lifestyle, maybe I can do and adjust with it.
So let's say now that you've experienced, let's say now that you've experienced this kind of life where you are living in a city, your lifestyle is like in the city. Can you still, and suddenly you have to decide where you want to live. Like you can only choose one, whether to live in
I'll
the
choose a
city.
simpler life. I will adjust my lifestyle for it.
So that means by choosing simpler life, no movies, no cinema house, no gimmick, no
Yeah, but more
beer,
time with family, no, with family and
more time
friends.
with family.
Bakit minimension mo yung beer?
Because I know you.
I do those things with my mom and my sister, so that's basically a family. So if I can do other things than watching movies and eating out with them, I'll do it. Diba? And less spending. You know, just cook at home,
Yeah.
be with them, talk about your work, talk about anything.
And your work, let's say in a simpler life, would you still gonna choose that?
Yeah.
Would you still choose to be a producer or writer?
Maybe earn less, but have simple life and live in a simple house with my family.
I think what you're saying is earn less but more
Right.
happiness.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So now, can you really say that money can buy you happiness?
Right now,
This,
no, I've never been happy since I started. You know, I've never been that 100% happy since I started or since I stepped foot here in Manila. Oh, because I keep on having like what do you call this? Aside from being culture shock, I have this random and periodic homesickness where I really want to live a simpler life. But now that I've saw all the kind of, not really saw all the kinds of life, but it's more of, not that I saw, but yeah, I've experienced some. But still, no matter how grandiose they are, I'd still choose to be in the province.
but if you ask many people right now if they were money or happiness, what would you think the answer would be?
Money or happiness? It depends on the person whom you're asking.
Majority, let's say.
Majority, of course, they will choose money, and they have, of course, their each of them have their own reason why they choose money and what they can do out of their money, right?
Yeah.
Let's say money in terms of testing the character of a person.
Oh my god. Yeah, ang harap ng fish.
What can you share about it?
Let's start with, how will you think money can change person?
A person's character.
Yeah. look for
Alright.
more.
I have a question.
Okay.
How much do you earn when you first started getting the job? I mean, your first job. How much is your salary? Mine is 8,000. You?
10
10. Wow.
per F.
10,000 per episode.
Then 5 per F. KM yun!
First job mo yun, laki pala. So nakakamagkano ka per month?
Apat na Sunday, so 20.
20. Ako 8 per month.
Ouch!
Yeah. Imagine, an 8,000 pesos,
Okay.
magkakasyahin mo yun for 1 month, di ba? So that's why, yeah. Alright.
Sakit.
When you have like 20,000 before on your first job, did you aim for a higher salary?
Yeah,
Did you
of
aim?
course.
Is that what you aimed